Welcome back to Granbury TV. I'm Drew Whitaker, here sitting with the Sheriff for the weekly Sheriff's Report. How are you today, sir?
Doing good.
Has it been a busy week for you? Has it been busy for us?
Well, it's always pretty busy. I don't have too many big stories to talk about, but we got a couple of them in the Crime Stoppers tip. So.
Okay, sounds good. Well, you know what? It's actually kind of funny because I believe, if I remember correctly, it's the year anniversary for the tornado.
Yep. Yeah, yesterday was the 1 year anniversary. So,
Yesterday.
A number of different organizations had a deal out there at the community center at Rancho Brazos, and it started, I think it was a 3 to 5 o'clock thing, and then afterwards the Catholic Church had a deal for the people over there at dinner, and I don't know what else they had going on, so I went over there to make sure no media came over there. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Anyway.
That's okay.
But the media was allowed at the 3 to 5 o'clock thing, so there was all the major Metroplex news channels,
news organizations.
Yeah, they were out there and running around Rancho Brazos from 5 o'clock in the morning yesterday, and they were interviewing the people that got the new homes. Mission Granbury put together a deal to bring in those modular homes.
Yes, I remember that, being at the Commissioner's Court for that.
So I think they've got all but one of them are supposed to be ready to be moved into this weekend or next week, something like that. So they were interviewing all the people that got those homes, all the people that have been affected. We had fire trucks out there, ambulance. I had some of my people out there. We had the new Halo Animal Control trailer out there, and it was. They asked us about bringing out some animals in the trailer, and we thought, well, I don't know how that's going to work. Well, unfortunately, as we were sitting there yesterday afternoon, and different dogs come running through. So anyway, we had a few that ended up in the kennels in that trailer, looking out the glass window, wondering how'd they get here. Anyway, we got a leash law in the county, so
of course
they put them in there. But it was a good time, and then after they had a lot of different things going on inside the community center, and then it all finished off after the 4:30 bus arrived with the junior high school kids. They fed the younger kids hot dogs at around 4:15, and then the older kids came in there and at about 4:30, and then about 4:45, then they had a tree planting deal, and Pastor Knox and some others were involved in that, and had a little ceremony, and it was some of the news stations.
Sounds like a really nice put together event. I mean, I was driving by and I saw a lot of the news vans sitting at like racetrack and HEB, so I was like, I know something's going on for it, but I just didn't quite know what all it entailed.
Yep, so they finished off by planting those trees and having a little ceremony, and there's quite a few people out there. A lot of different people live there, plus different organizations that were a part of all of that. The first responders, the fire, law enforcement, EMS, church groups, Habitat for Humanity, Mission Granbury, just all kinds of different people that were involved.
That's phenomenal.
In all the things that have gone on out there in the last year. Lots of church groups, lots of people. So it was a very well organized, very well done program yesterday, and so went real well for everybody. It didn't rain.
It was nice.
It was nice.
It was nice and cool. It wasn't too hot.
No, so it was.
That's phenomenal.
It was a year ago.
Oh yes. Well, I mean, looking back through that year, it is amazing how Hood County, came together. All the groups, all the organizations, came together to pull through the event to help each other out. And even on the anniversary, it's to see all that still there, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, there's still a lot of work to do out there. Takes a long time to clean up all of that and get the financing to finish up with all of that. But it's nicer than it was.
I agree.
366 or 67 days ago, and so it's going to be a whole lot better even in the days to come. So it's come a long ways. So.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, I know I can't wait to see what it will look like. I mean, it already looks phenomenal. The debris gone, moving in houses. It can only look it can only go up from there. And I just can't wait to see the end result, to be honest.
Well, it's going to be a work in progress still for a while.
For a while.
It's come a long way, so it's looking good out there.
Well, that's phenomenal. Well, jumping to a different subject. What do we have for this week's news?
Well, we had a suspect that was charged with continuous family violence. On the 13th, around noon, Hood County Sheriff's Office investigators filed a warrant for continuous family violence assault, felony 3. Bond was set at $20,000 on Charles Paul Bowen III, and he's 26 years old. He was already in jail for violation of a protective order. The charges stem from Bowen allegedly engaging in 2 or more family violence episodes in the last year. On the April 20th and November 17th, then Bowen assaulted his girlfriend, 32 years old, by striking her in the face and body with his hands. The victim was not seriously injured during the incidents, but he was arrested for all that, charged.
He's still in jail.
And he is still in jail, so it's just stacking up against him.
Of course it is.
Then on the 13th of May, around 10:30 p.m., deputies arrested Christopher James Wall, Jr., 25 years old, on a warrant for burglary of a building. State jail felony bond was at $10,000 at the 3600 block of Jerry Drive. The charge stemmed from Wall's allegedly gaining entry into a building at the 1700 block of Temple Hall Highway and removing power tools and miscellaneous tools without the owner's consent. Walls is currently in jail at present time, and the case is still under investigation. And I think there's going to be a lot more coming out of this, and possibly even some other arrests. So that was a really good thing that affected a lot of people. So finally got that crime spree slowed down.
That's always a good thing. Well, what do you have this week for the Crime Stoppers?
Crime Stoppers tip of the week. Crime Stoppers needs information on a theft. The theft occurred at the 2900 block of Elmwood and Oak Trail Shores. The complainant advised the theft occurred sometime between April 14th, 2014 and April 15th. Stolen items included a black washer and a front load dryer, a red Toro riding lawnmower, a yellow and black Brute push lawnmower, a drill motor, a Sawzall power saw, and assorted hand tools. Inside the shed was a Honda motorcycle CB900C, and it was also stolen. Total value of the theft was $3,890. So anyone with information on this theft is asked to contact Crime Stoppers at 817-573-TIPS, or you may go online at the Hood County Crime Stoppers website, hoodcountycrimestoppers.com, to submit a tip online. Text a tip to tip 129, plus your message to 274637. All tips remain anonymous. Upon arrest and indictment, you could receive up to a $1,000 reward.
Well, again, it sounds like something, as last week, that didn't happen pretty instantaneously. It sounds like from what they stole, that, again, took some time. So hopefully some viewers out there did hear something that goes on, and hopefully we can catch those gentlemen that stole that.
Hopefully there's some people out there that saw that, and everybody needs a little extra reward money.
Oh, of course. I mean, that's extra incentive, But thank you, Sheriff, again. I appreciate you coming down every week like we do every week.
Yep. Thank you for having me.
We'll see you next week, Sheriff.
I'll be back.